Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk about the fact that Rudy from Alpha Investments has bought 69% giggity of PCG. Premium Card Grading, it stands for, I believe, and we're gonna have a look at the website in a minute, but Rudy announced it on his Patreon a couple of hours ago, maybe a little longer, and I thought it would be nice to talk about the implications of this for Rudy and for all of us, of course. So PCG is not the oldest grading company out there, but that is okay because sometimes trying new stuff is not a bad thing. I've seen some fellow content creators looking at PCG slabs over the last couple of months, and with their metal engraved labels, which look pretty cool, slick cases, I think they definitely are appealing, and their slabs look like a modern grading card company slabs should look like, at least in my opinion. Their vision is to deliver a world-class grading service, and that might be the reason why Rudy bought them. I think the chatter that is going on at the moment is very much about Rudy buying a grading card company to grade his vintage inventory so he at least can unload some of it more easily. But I think Rudy is very smart, and if you are a regular on the channel, you know I quote him a lot and I love his channel, and his channel is one of the main reasons I started my channel, because I just wanted to talk about Magic the Gathering, and this looks cool. So it's a risky move, and moving them to Florida, of course, is logical and makes sense because then he can control the business. But it's a smart move in my opinion as well, because if something still is selling, it's graded cards for the high-end collectors, and those graded cards definitely have a big appeal. I know people who sell graded cards mainly. I am not very much into graded cards, like I said before, but I own a couple just to see what the fuss is about. I'm not against it. It's more that I never really got into it that easily because I'm a player. Let's see what they graded. They even graded some of the sorcery cards, 4 in total, and they graded Magic, some of it, and they graded a lot of Flesh and Blood, and they graded a lot of Pokemon. And in general, I think that is interesting to see. What is also interesting to see is how crazy the community is getting about Rudy buying this. I think that says a lot, that stands for something. Rudy has a big impact on us, on the market, and that's very clear. If he hypes something, if he pushes something, normally that's something, that product is successful. If he's talking out against something, he has a lot of weight with his opinion. He has a lot of influence. Look at what he did with MTG 30, and he was talking against Wizards of the Coast every single day, and I believe that had a big impact on the opinion and forming the opinions of the community. Just one 10 forest here, by the way, Alpha, which is nice. Those gold metal labels look pretty cool. So Rudy has definitely impact on the market, and if he now owns a grading company, which he does, he might even have more impact on the market because he can hype stuff, and he can add his own inventory, which of course he says he never will, but he could add his own inventory to the market in that way. And even if he doesn't, he obviously will only use his own grading. And how legit is this? I mean, it's Rudy, let's give it a 10. It's a difficult thing. I would be curious, folks, what you think about this. We're gonna have a look at the official statement in a second and what that implicates, but what do you think about Rudy's move? Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's a dumb move? Do you think he will lose all his money buying 67% of a grading card company? There is a lot of demand for grading at the moment, and especially since the time now it's back to normal, but PSA and Beckett couldn't keep up for quite a while. So yeah, it might be still a very good move because there is demand in the market simply for grading, and if you do it well, why not? Let's have a look at what the statement on Patreon said. Alpha Investments acquires 69% ownership in Premier Card Grading, PCG. Over the last six months, I've spent countless hours moving, setting up and building the Florida location for Premier Card Grading for the United States. The reason I have bought into PCG is because I believe in the company and they grade accurately and fairly. That's true, I heard that, and the videos I've seen that they confirmed that as well. Channel Fireball is no longer involved because that was a big thing. People didn't really like that. So they mentioned it a couple of times actually to make it very clear Channel Fireball is not involved anymore. Rudy as well is able to give his Patreons a discount on grading, and I believe this is a little mistake here. It says up to 49 cards, probably means up to 69 cards because the code is Rudy Patreon 69. Might be a little typo, but I think that's a very smart move. All slabs include premium labels. That's nice. And Rudy won't grade your cards himself. I think that might even be good. I don't know, because Rudy, every time he looks at something, I would say like, yeah, that's light plate. Oh, heavy plate. But maybe he's used to a different standard than I am. And the ability to connect with other YouTubers, local game stores, and create partnerships is going to be very important for the future of PCG. I like that statement as well. Hey, reach out, Rudy. Let's see if we can set something up in Europe. No, just kidding. Folks, let me know what you think. It's very interesting. I normally pay attention to what Rudy does, and if he makes a move, often it's a smart move and it's the right move. So if he moves in a direction, I at least try to analyze if that direction is something I might want to be involved in as well, because he has a lot of examples of making the right call. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like I asked before, I'm very curious. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. Thanks a lot for listening. I talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, by the way, if you are still here, you deserve a little extra info. Eric's Curiosa, those other sorcery guys, they have announced they have been talking to Rudy for the last couple of weeks, and they will bring sorcery even more than it already exists with the 4 cards we saw to PCG grading, and they will make the experience grading sorcery cards on PCG special. What that means, we'll still have to see, but I'm very curious about that. How about you?